Among Us has been out since 2018, but after being rediscovered by streamers and YouTubers alike, it went on to win at the Game Awards, being named the best multiplayer game of 2020. And while this game is fantastic, what features have fans been begging for that could possibly make an appearance, or that just won't happen? Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe and this is the Top 10 Among Us requested features. Let's do it. And it's 10 voice chat. Voice chat in Among Us is possible through the use of a third-party software like Discord, Zoom, or even Steam voice calls, but this was always lacking when you would play in random lobbies that you can access. You know, like when you just feel like playing. All you could use was text chat and it was limited to one message every like 5 seconds or so to prevent spamming, but it also prevents you being able to give good descriptions on why you're innocent, because it also has a character limit. Which is why a load of people are campaigning for voice chat to be introduced in Among Us public lobbies. There is a benefit to this, more social interaction and easier communication, but the downside is the inability to moderate chat since you can't censor mic users, and the even more worrying cases of whoever is on the other side. There have been plenty of horror stories about children getting groomed and such through games like Among Us, and a voice chat could possibly make things worse. And at 9, hiding spots. Imposters being able to hide in vents has been a thing since the start, but what about other hiding spaces? Not every room has a vent, so perhaps lockers or something that the crewmates could use would probably be helpful. It could help in the infamous infinite chase that can occur if the imposter has a runaway target, or help the imposter look innocent if they hide in that rather than a vent. Maybe you could even put a hiding spot next to a vent so that they could make it like a mini tester, although that would probably break the game. No, not probably, definitely. Because we know for a fact that every online lobby would make everyone do that for some reason, because online lobbies don't like fun. They all want to run super fast and have like no tasks but a 45-second kill cooldown. But adding reasonably placed hiding spots could be a great way of making the game more intense or more interesting, since there is something you can do other than just run for the button or die. Because you get caught in an infinite loop of just, because you run at the same speed. You just get caught. You just running forever. Let me hide. Let me be France. And at 8, game presets. When you have more players, you typically need to decrease tasks, opposite for when you have less players, so the game just remains balanced for the imposters. However, sometimes we forget, or we're lazy and don't do it. So why not add presets for various player numbers that each individual can have when they host the lobby? It could update automatically, or it could just be a thing that you have to flip through in the settings tab. You could have like 5 or 6 settings for the various number of players, and then boom, you're golden. I saw a few people actually wanting this on Reddit, so I figured it would be a good thing to include. I can see this being useful, especially with online lobbies, since if the game doesn't start as soon as they log in, everyone leaves. So being able to switch things fast would be great, especially with the people constantly spamming just start. Oh my god, I'm trying, just freaking chill out for once in your goddamn life. Oh wait, sorry, new year, less aggressive, right? No! And at 7, hauntings. Being a ghost in Among Us is boring. I said it. Boring. Even if you're the imposter, all you can do while dead is sabotage. There has been plenty of people requesting different versions of the same thing, the ability to haunt after you die. When you die in Among Us, you become a little ghost crewmate that can still complete tasks if you haven't finished them all, and as an imposter ghost you can sabotage, but that's it. Some have asked for the ability to possess objects or doors, or something similar to like in Gary's mod TTT. And others have just requested that the imposter is able to see the ghost so that they can get haunted by the souls of the ones that they've killed. I honestly think this would be hilarious, but it wouldn't make me stop killing. If anything, it would make me more bloodthirsty, killing as often as I could just to see more ghosts on my tail. Seeing ghosts could also add another layer of strategy. Perhaps you are not sus as the imposter, but someone else is, so the ghosts are following that person around, hoping to watch that person do something to confirm their suspicions. You can use that info to your advantage and throw them under the bus. And since they're more sus, people will be more inclined to agree. Of course, you can't say that the ghosts are telling you, because that just reveals that you're the imposter, but you'd figure it out, you're smart. And at 6, game modes. There are plenty of different game modes you can play in Among Us by just modifying the house rules to suit your game. One of the best examples of this is hide and seek, where the imposter has a small FOV and kill range and then reveals themselves, and the crewmates need to run and hide from the imposter to do their tasks while the comms are sabotaged, so you don't know where they are. That seems like a fun game mode, but hard to get working in lobbies. There are also a slew of custom mods that YouTubers are using to add new game modes and more to the game. You can also play in black and white or colorblind mode thanks to third-party programs like GeForce Now, #NotSponsored, and even with proximity chat with CrewLink, another third-party plugin. So new game modes are already being played. Why not just make them official? Make it social media official. Halfway through number 5, bigger lobbies. Playing with 10 people is always a blast. Being able to suss even more of your friends is hilarious, but when the game can have 3 imposters, it kinda makes that number too little. Having 3 imposters is basically impossible with only 10 players because it's just 1 kill each and then another and then the imposters win. So for 3 imposter games to be really likely, you'd need more people. MrBeast among others have done 100 player Among Us games before, and while yes that's interesting, I think upping the number just a little bit would be enough. 100 seems like a little too much. Maybe even 12 to 15 players. 15 seems like a bit of a stretch, but even adding 3 extra people would give the crewmates 2 rounds before having to vote someone out. Since with 12 people it would just be 2 triple kills, but with 13 it's 2 triple kills and then 1 more, so it could in theory be possible. Plus being able to play with more friends is always interesting, especially when you're yelling at them for being sus. All my friends are sus. And at 4, custom characters. While yes, we can customize our characters through colors, hats, outfits, and pets, that's not enough. It's never enough. Unless I'm able to spend 4 hours creating a custom character I don't want to customize. Well actually, depending on what you can do. What I'm sure everyone means by this is the ability to add custom outfits to the game with pixel art or something like that, probably via an in-game menu. Everyone could get 1 custom slot and they could add whatever they wanted to, and then they could use an in-game menu to add pixels and then make the outfit or whatever. But my issue with that is that people would definitely abuse it. There would be giant dongs and things that the game wouldn't be able to censor. I'm sure plenty of F-bomb t-shirts would be added to the game, and potentially some red hats too. So while I'm sure the majority of people would use it normally and would enjoy the ability to do so, one person could ruin it for everyone. It would also take way too much time to code because holy crap would that be difficult, plus making the other players be able to see it? Yikes. And at 3, identity swap. Being able to hide your identity by changing into another color was first introduced to me by Gary's Mod Murder, a game mode not entirely different to Among Us that also features players identified partially by color. But in that game, if you had collected a prop, you had the ability to change your color and name to that of one of your victims. Why can't we do that in Among Us? We are shape-shifting parasites after all, so why can't we switch colors at least once per game? It would surely make for some more interesting meetings. Oh hey, I found Blue's body in comms. What? I'm with Blue in medbay. Who changed their color? This is also assuming that the color fades when the meeting starts and you're not still the color of a dead person because that would break the game. But you could also have the color fade when they kill someone since they had to use their brain power to not get caught instead of keeping a different color on. It would be awesome and certainly an incredible addition, so please add this. And at 2, new roles. The idea of new roles in Among Us has been all the rage on YouTube's trending, even getting on the main trending page a few times rather than just trending for gaming. That's a feat. These roles are the classical ones that you know. The detective who has the special tools to help the crewmates, the doctor who can heal or revive dead crewmates, and the jester who just wants to die, #relatable. But with all these roles comes the question, is it too overpowered? Being able to revive a dead crewmate will ruin the game for the imposter that killed them without getting caught. Unless perhaps you can only revive until after 10 seconds of the kill, meaning that you only have a 10-second window of opportunity like with Maggie from How I Met Your Mother. And a jester would just make the game way more intense. I love playing games with a jester type role because if you're being suspicious, they may just think it's because you want to get killed. Like when I play One Night Werewolf and throw in the Tanner, I just say I'm the werewolf if I'm the Tanner and the werewolf because they can't tell if I'm lying or want death. Or Among Us could throw in a glitch who doesn't know who the imposters are but appears to the imposters like an imposter. That would really mess up the game and make things way more interesting. Finally, in at number 1, Super Among Us Maker. Among Us currently at the time of this recording has 3 maps with a 4th one on the way fairly soon. The current maps are the Skeld, Mira HQ, and Polis, while the airship is on its way early this year. However, fans have been dying to get their chance to make an Among Us map to play with their friends. So they've been asking, no, begging for a custom map maker in-game, in the same vein as the Portal map maker or Super Mario Maker. But there is an issue with that. An issue that will in fact cause the devs to have to reconstruct the entire game if they wanted to add it in. The maps are hand-drawn. They aren't a compilation of assets that the devs made to make new maps quickly and easily. Instead, they hand-draw everything, import the whole image, and then have your character move around that with the camera just focused on you. To have a map maker work, they would have to put together a load of assets and redraw everything in a way that would fit together with the other pieces to make something similar to what everyone is looking for. It's basically impossible without remaking Among Us. And they already canceled Among Us 2, so I don't think they want to remake it, especially when they already needed to do that to fix the servers. There we have it, friends, the top 10 Among Us requested features. What features would you like to see in Among Us? Let me know below. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.